Good. However much time, I'll probably give it. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. We'll start a hair late.
Okay. I just wanted to know.
It's like, so this one, you know, this one's got ejected. There's the sophomore. So this guy, is like an assistant last year. But people are trying to show up. They're kind of scrambling.
Always something.
Sorry, Brian, did you find the key? Probably just figured we'd go.
I set it at 10 and I'll start it when we get out.
Okay. this hasn't gone down yet, this looks very precarious. I mean, even just a ball. You need, you know, nail those puppies down. All right, looks like an awful nice camera. Thanks. You're all right. You're already here now.
Yeah, I gotta get a walk.
Okay. Tony, might as well start now. You got about 4 of them. Tim, I'll make sure the coach or the captain see the team. Both sides. Check your eye. Okay. You have 7?
Old.
Heads up.
I'm like, this is where I run. I run out loud. I don't run in here. That's how you see me. But normally, I'm running out here. But I want to play with it out there.
Especially if you're watching them as they go.
Yeah. I go for it to get it back. I'm not going to hurt myself. I want to video this for people.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Notre Dame High School. My name is Jim Lynch. Alongside me is Mike Plunkett. We have two fantastic games ahead of you as we welcome the boys' junior varsity and varsity teams from Urbana High School here to the kitchen at Notre Dame. We are ready for some fun.
It should be interesting. You know, you're coming off of, you know, both our JV and varsity coming off a loss, and I don't know when the last time. Well, obviously the last time the varsity boys lost was a long time ago, but we don't have very many games or very many times where we're coming off a loss where both teams have gotten beat. So be really interesting to just see how they bounce back and come back. And I look for our JV to, I think, going to play well tonight and get after it.
I couldn't agree more. Folks, we have a very special night planned for you tonight. First and foremost, we got a great game lined up here for you with the two junior varsity teams. In between the games, we have a great program prepared for you where we have an opportunity to honor our seniors. It's senior night here at Notre Dame, and we'll be honoring our seniors and our senior parents for basketball, the dance team, and our cheerleaders. So I believe we will have 13 seniors and their parents honored from those three teams here at Notre Dame, and that'll happen in between the junior varsity and varsity games, and that it'll be a nice presentation with Mr. Cummings on the overhead mic. So we'll bring that to you between the games, and then throughout both this game, and then we'll do it again during the varsity game. We'll have brief interviews with each of the senior basketball players, and it'll be just a little brief interviews. Again, Ben Kelly, Liam Donnelly, Matt Williams, and Noah Reynolds. Just wonderful little interviews where my partner Mike Plunkett had a chance to sit down with them, bounce some questions off of them, and Mike, I think that was a great experience, right?
It was for me. I hope it was for them. It's just fun. They're great kids. You know, I've been here the whole time. They've been students. Guys like Noah and Liam that were St. Phil's kids, and I worked at St. Phil's for the year. They were in 7th grade, so I've known those kids for quite a while, and it's hard to believe they're seniors and leaving, but, we as parents know how quickly everything goes by. But it was a great experience for me to have that opportunity to sit down, talk to them, and they came up with some really great answers. So looking forward to sharing those with parents and family and friends.
Well, folks, we're under a minute left there on the main clock. And with that, we're going to take a break here, turn it over to Mr. Cummings on the main mic, and we'll start, as we always do, with our pregame prayer.
Heavenly Father, to you give all praise and thanksgiving. You have blessed us with your bountiful gifts. Help us to use them for your honor. Send forth your grace and abundance upon all gathered for this basketball game. Allow all of our gifts and talents to shine forth in a Christian way. Especially bless these teams, coaches, and referees. Protect all from injury and harm. Allow your peace to always reign in our hearts. We ask this through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Notre Dame High School Gymnasium.
All right, folks, as Mr. Cummings is getting ready to announce the starters for tonight's contest, I'm going to turn it over to my partner, Mike Plunkett, to do the same. Mike?
Thanks, Jim. We will, I'll kind of follow Mr. Cummings' lead here as we go through this and make sure we recognize our guests from Urbana who had a long drive today, so we know how tough it is to get off the bus and have to come here and play. First of all, a 5'7" sophomore guard, number 10, True Johnson. 6'4" freshman center, number 24, Malcolm Morris.
A 5'7" sophomore guard, number 14.
5'7" sophomore guard, number 14, Kalena Anyamari.
A 6'2" sophomore forward.
6'2" sophomore forward,
Zaylen Sanchez.
number 34, Zaylen Sanchez.
5'6" freshman guard.
5'6" freshman guard, number 3, Manny Jones. Again, that's the Urbana junior varsity roster. Now we'll take a look at the Notre Dame starters. The starting lineup has been pretty consistent during the course of the season. We have a 6'1" freshman, number 10, Teddy Demler. A 6'1" sophomore forward, number 20, or freshman forward, number 20, Tom Graham. Number 23, another freshman, Owen Dillon. He says he's 6'5", so we'll go with that. And our couple sophomore starters are very talented sophomore guards, number 11, Jacob Johnson, and number 22, Charlie Woolsey. And the Irish are coached by Jason Whalen, assisted by Stephen Bradshaw, Jay Whalen, and we should probably mention Pat Kelly, Steno, the legendary Steno, and Mario West, I believe, are all the assistants on. Oh, Bill Blackford.
A great crew there.
That is a great crew.
All right, folks. So we'll have the Tigers inbound on the sideline as COVID regulations require. And folks, here we go. Notre Dame is in their matchup zone to kick things off. Number 10, Johnson with the ball, kicks it out in the corner to 14. Anyamari gets it inside quickly, and that's a fast bucket for number 34, Zaylen Sanchez.
You know, fatigue could be a little bit of a factor tonight. Urbana came here with 7 players, so foul trouble, fatigue could play into it. So we'll look and see how our defense wears them down over the course of the game.
Jake Johnson swings it over to Tommy Graham, and Tommy lost the handle on the ball, hustled down after it, swung it back in off the Urbana player, and was able to keep possession. Nice hustle.
Yeah, Tommy made a good
Graham.
play to recover on something that could have been a turnover for us.
So Johnson brings it up. Graham sets up the screen. They swing it to Woolsey, over to Teddy Dimler. Teddy Dimler swings it out to Tommy Graham. Pass was high. Tommy Graham's able to control it. Gets it over to Owen Dillon. Dillon looks to drive. Nice move to the hoop, and that's the first basket for the Irish. Owen Dillon, number 23.
I like the way Owen didn't rush himself. He slowed down, was under control, and finished very nicely.
So 3 ball for number 10 off the mark. A nice rebound for Teddy Dimler. Dimler pushes it up, gets it to Dillon. Dillon looks to drive, kicks it out to Dimler. Dimler gets it to Johnson down in the corner. Nice screen from Woolsey. Johnson swings it to Graham. Graham over to Dillon. Dillon for 3, off the mark. Tigers rebound, and we'll come back the other way. Jones looks to push it up, gets it to number 10, Johnson. Johnson back out to Jones. Jones for 3, no good. Rebound, Dillon. Dillon gets it out to Jacob Johnson. Johnson strong to the hoop, and they'll call it on the ground.
Good play by Jacob. He really initiated the contact, kept his body control, and almost came away with the and one opportunity there.
That foul was on Kalena Anyamari. That'll be his first, team's first. And Jake Johnson's so strong with the ball, it's really going to be hard not to keep him from scoring underneath the hoop. And that's been consistent this season with Jake.
And he's got has developed great body control to where his strength allows him to take a bit of a hit and still be able to finish, yet he's not out of control when that does happen.
So Johnson kicks it out in the corner got it out to Anyamari. Anyamari just lost his footing, slipped, and got called for travel. So we'll come back for the Irish. With 5:50 on the clock, we're tied at 2. Teddy Dimler will bring it up for the Irish. Gets it inside to Woolsey. Woolsey's out on the perimeter. Swings it to LaHood. Back to Dimler.
Very nice.
A nice feed inside to Woolsey. And Woolsey's on the board with the Irish's second basket of the game.
It was nice there. Woolsey made the cut. Demler looked at him, didn't throw it right away, and then when he got open, the timing was perfect.
Nice move inside from number 24, who got his own rebound and put back, and that's Malcolm Morris. Malcolm Morris getting his first basket of the game. Nice first shot off the mark, got his own rebound, and they're going to have to box out to keep Morris out of the offensive rebound category.
Yeah, Morris and Sanchez has pretty good length inside it. They seem to be pretty active, so we'll see how that plays out. Morris is only a freshman. Nice-looking freshman. We've seen our share of nice freshmen this season.
3 ball for Johnson, off the mark, and LaHood gets a handle on it, but steps out of bounds as he makes a move to the hoop. Number 24, Scott Anderson, checking in for the Irish, gives number 11, Jake Johnson, a break. And with that, we're going to take our first media timeout of the day. And I mentioned before the game, we are celebrating senior night tonight here at Notre Dame, and we did some, and Mike, my partner Mike Plunkett, did some interviews earlier, and so it's my pleasure to share with you one of these interviews with senior Ben Kelly.
Yeah, you know, it's definitely tough considering this is my last, senior game, and definitely tough the way things ended last year, and with this year things going so quick and it came so fast. But I think at the same time it's also exciting just to be around the guys, and I like being around the guys, so yeah. Yeah, I think when I was a sophomore, we made it to the sectional, and playing at the Renaissance against Geneseo and Manual, those games were packed, and it was really exciting. And although I didn't get a play, it was really fun to be on the bench. I'd just say that don't take it for granted, because it goes so fast, and it may seem like the long practices you don't want to be there, but then it hits you when you're a senior. That it's coming to an end, and if you're not playing basketball in college, it's really tough to just give up basketball forever. So I think just don't take it for granted, and take every rep, do your hardest, and play for each other. I'm looking to play baseball in college. I have a couple options. I'm still undecided on where I'm going, and then I plan to study economics. Yeah, just thanking my parents for being so supportive throughout the way, and obviously my teammates and coaches who have been with me through my 4 years.
Okay, thanks, Ben, and we wish you best of luck. Get that hand healed up. And,
yeah.
Looking forward to seeing you play baseball this spring.
Yeah.
I'm not getting to do that last year.
Yeah, thank you.
Fantastic interview with Ben Kelly, interviewed by Mike Plunkett, and we'll get back in the action here. But what a nice moment there with Ben.
You really learn how insightful these kids are and what they're thinking about, and it's just a pleasure to talk to them.
A nice move inside, nice feed inside to number 24, Malcolm Morris. He'll pick up his second basket of the game, and the Tigers will take the lead 6-4 here with 3:50 left on the clock in the first quarter. LaHood's fed inside. Nice feed inside to number 23, Owen Dillon. Assist for LaHood.
I like the flow of this game so far. They're getting up and down, and everything's been pretty clean. Let's hope this continues. A little bit of a late whistle, but I think he was going to wait and see whether we were going to come up with it or not, whether he was going to blow that whistle.
So that foul will be on number 22, Charlie Woolsey, his team's first. Number 20, Tommy Graham, has checked back in for the Irish.
Excellent.
And great steal and recovery for. That was a fantastic steal. If you look right here from Tommy Graham, although they're saying Scott Anderson's heel was on the line, and so he got called for out of bounds. But again, just showing the athleticism that Tommy Graham has right there on that steal, staying up and getting it back in.
And
there's a timeout called by Urbana. Just the pressure from the Irish getting him uncomfortable, and he's
Just
going
going
to
to
take
say,
a
yeah,
timeout.
we're luring him into that spot, kind of that point of no return. When you get just across half-court line, and now you've got the half-court, the out-of-bound line. There's two other players to trap you, and then the rest of the guys just do a great job anticipating where that next pass is going to go. And we're starting to you can see it starting to affect them a little bit. The more the game goes, the more it's going to affect them. And that's why I was talking about earlier with their lack of numbers tonight. Is that going to wear on them? Which this is not easy to play against.
Right. So number 10, True Johnson, will inbound to number 3, Manny Jones. Jones will bring it up, guarded by Woolsey. Scott Anderson goes to trap. They feed into number 24, Morris, and Morris is good for 2. Malcolm Morris is putting together a nice little game here. He has scored the last 6 points for Urbana. Woolsey across court. I'm sorry, it was Johnson across court to Woolsey, gets it down to Anderson. Anderson in the corner to Owen Dillon. Dillon dribbles out, gets it to Woolsey, over to Johnson. To Anderson. Anderson looks to shoot, feeds it into Graham. Graham starts to dribble out, gets Anderson. The ball is stolen. And the layup was missed by number 3, Manny Jones, but there was number 10, True Johnson, who gets the layup and put back. And with that, the Tigers lead 10-6 over the Irish. Owen Dillon with the ball in the lane. Jumper off the mark, gets his own. Nope, does not get the rebound. Number 34, Zaylen Sanchez, comes up with the rebound. And here comes number 10, True Johnson. Pass is off the mark.
Not sure they know where the ball's going to go.
And looks like they're going to give it to the Tigers.
Very nice play, that last transition for True Johnson to make the hustle play, and don't assume your teammate's going to make that layup, follow up, and he was able to get the putback.
Nice feed inside to number 24, Malcolm Morris. Malcolm Morris has 8 on the quarter. And with 2:03 left to go, Tigers lead 12-6. Nice move by Scott Anderson in the lane. Shots off the mark. Anderson gets his own rebound after it's tipped around. And True Johnson just came across his arm a little bit and picks up his first foul, team's second.
That's a tough call.
Yeah.
That's a tough call for Johnson.
10, True Johnson, his first, team second.
Teddy Dimler checking in for the Irish, giving Scott Anderson a break here. And then we'll see number 14, Kalena Anyamari, checking back in for the Irish. And we'll also see number 14, Joseph Williams, getting his first action of the day for Notre Dame. Teddy Dimler to inbounds, goes far to Johnson, swings at the Woolsey to Dimler in the corner. 3-ball is good. Teddy Dimler's on the board with his first basket of the game. And with that, they close the lead, 12-3. Tigers over the Irish.
We definitely needed that bucket. We'd had a little trouble getting the ball in the basket, and Urbana had come down and gotten some pretty easy shots, so we need to get something to fall, and Dimler stepped up and knocked the 3 down.
And Charlie Woolsey gets called for his second foul. His second, team's second. And number 10, True Johnson, checks back in for Urbana. And number 23, Owen Dillon, checks in for Notre Dame. Ball is tipped, and the Irish get another steal. It's tipped over to Tommy Graham. Tommy's pass is intercepted by number 3, Manny Jones, and Jones will set up the offense for Urbana. Johnson with the ball, swings it to... Oh, wait.
I think they got him for a travel.
We got him for a travel.
You know, that last possession where we make a steal, and I think sometimes, you know, what freshmen need to realize, they'll game this as they play more. A steal doesn't mean you're automatically going to get into transition for a bucket. Sometimes you got to look, if it's not there, pull it out. Tommy's just trying to force things a little bit and got the pass stolen.
So Williams swings it to Dillon, to Johnson, to Dimler. Dimler drives, kicks it back out to Johnson. Ball's tipped, saved by Williams. Williams gets it down to Graham. Graham loses it, recovers. Graham's pass is stolen by number 3, Jones, and we're coming back the other way.
This Urbana team's very active on defense. Their hands are moving. Got some long bodies.
And we're going to get a foul here on the ensuing pass from Manny Jones down to Zaylen Sanchez. And there was a push from Joseph Williams. That'll be his first, team's third. And Corey Severe, number 30 for the Irish, has checked in.
Yeah, there was something. See that clear out by Dillon.
Number 23, Owen Dillon, gets called for a foul underneath the basket. His first, team's fourth.
Sometimes you don't mind seeing a kid do that. He's being aggressive, going after the rebound. If you get caught, then you don't learn to not do it again. We're piling up the fouls right now.
Yeah. Looks like Corey Severe is going to pick up his second one quick, his first one. That is Corey Severe's first, team's fifth. And Severe comes right back and steals the ball, gets it up to Dillon, and the Irish are off to the races. Dillon to Dimmler. Dimmler, shot is good.
Very nice look by Owen Dillon. Good finish by Dimmler.
Dimmler is 5 on the quarter, and we're under 10 seconds left to go. Nice defense from Williams there to poke that ball away. Number 14, Anya Mary, will inbounds for the Tigers. Ball comes in. The three ball for, long three for Jones is good as the seconds tick off.
I'm not sure we could have defended that any better than how we defended it, and he made a shot.
He got high off the ground there, and that was a good three in the end. And, folks, at the end of the first, it's Tigers 15, Irish 11. We'll take a minute here to enjoy the talents of our Notre Dame cheerleaders.
Hey, fans, we're glad that you came. We say hello from Peoria.
21 Joel Colbert reporting to the Tigers.
The whole game through. How big? Hello. Green, white, and blue. Yeah. Let's go, Irish.
Don't let your bones, muscles, or joints slow you down. At Midwest Orthopedic Center, we're experts at helping people of all ages relieve pain and restore function so you can get the most out of life. Midwest Orthopedic Center, proud to be the viewer's choice.
Once again, folks, we can't say enough about the incredible sponsors that we have here at Notre Dame and supporting all the work that's going on for Notre Dame athletics. Right now, it seems just strange with basketball going on. Volleyball is off the ground. I talked to Mike Baer earlier today about soccer practices happening and games getting ready to kick off soon. The football practice early this morning at 7 a.m. All the sports that normally aren't overlapping, they're overlapping now.
That's right, but it's nice that Mother Nature is cooperating right now. That's a gift for Joel Colbrook.
Yeah, Joel Colbrook getting his first bucket of the game, increasing the lead to 6. For
right place
the
at the right time.
How about it?
Yeah, good for him.
And Tigers with another steal underneath, but the Irish come right back and fight for it, and the rugby scrum goes, I'm not even sure if that's the right word, but it goes the Irish's way. So I saw a rugby match just break out here at the basketball game, and I think the Irish won that one. Owen Dillon will dribble it out, gets it inside to Corey Severe, kicks it out to Joseph Williams, back to Dillon, top of the key. 3 is good. Owen Dillon for 3.
I love Dillon's mindset. He missed a couple shots early. That doesn't get in the way at all. He's a shooter. He knows he's a shooter. I'm going to make my next one.
Right.
Caught it in a great position to shoot the shot.
Following the Irish up top, I believe it's on Owen Dillon. That's Owen Dillon's second, team 6. And Tommy Graham has checked back in for the Irish. Long pass across, and there's Tommy Graham there with the pick. And we're coming back the other way.
If
Graham-
you float a pass, Graham is probably going to be somewhere around it.
Graham's got it. Nice move by Joseph Williams through the lane, and he draws the foul. Nice move by Williams. Joseph Williams will go to the line to shoot 2. And that foul was on number 10, Drew Johnson, his second, team's third. Williams will enjoy 2 shots at the line. Number 24, Scott Anderson, checking back in, seeing a little more action today. Owen Dillon with his 2 fouls will take a breather. Number 34, Jalen Sanchez checking in for Urbana. Folks, we're at 6:50 here in the second quarter. Tigers lead 17-14. Free throws off, and there's Teddy Demler with a steal. Kicks it out to Jake Johnson. Jake Johnson with the ball, looks to move towards the hoop, dribbles it out. Nice screen from Williams. Teddy Demler kicks it out to Scott Anderson. Scott swings it to Joseph Williams, gets it to Jake Johnson in the corner. Johnson looks to shoot, no, swings it back out. They get it to Teddy Demler. Back to Joseph Williams. He drives. Nice feed to Tommy. Great assist from Joseph Williams to Tommy Graham down under.
And the Irish showed great patience on that possession. Urbana's in a 2-3 zone, and we just kept the ball moving. You make that zone move a little bit, and then you finally can attack a gap, which is what we were able to do.
And there's Joseph Williams playing aggressive defense right there. Just able to tip it and get the steal, and the Irish will come back the other way. With 6 minutes left on the clock, the Tigers lead 17-16 over the Irish. There's Williams attacking again, gets it to Anderson on the perimeter. The 3-pointer's off the mark. And nice hustle from Graham there. Went to knock it off the Tiger there, but just didn't. Actually, the Urbana player caught it. But there's Tommy Graham with another steal, coming back the other way. Graham with a nice layup off the mark, gets his own rebound, back up and good. Tommy Graham for 2.
Morris did a really nice job of changing that initial shot, but Tommy Graham stayed with it, which Tommy Graham will do, as we have seen over the course of this season, and made a nice play.
There's another tip ball from the
guy
Irish,
open
but
under
the
the
Tigers.
basket. He just couldn't get it to
But
him.
there's Joseph Williams with the steal. Scott Anderson recovers, and the layup is good for Scott Anderson. Another assist for Joseph Williams, and that'll go right into the timeout. That'll be our media timeout. I think their coach called it, but I think it'll transition to the media timeout. And again, folks, we talked about earlier that this is senior night tonight at Notre Dame. And with these media timeouts, we're very happy to introduce you to some of our seniors. And right now, I'd love to share with you an interview done by Mike Plunkett this week with one of our senior basketball players, Liam Donnelly.
It's sad for sure, but it's especially sad with the way last year ended and just the way this year kind of had to be different. But it's really cool for sure too, because just being around all the guys one last time, I've been a lot more grateful of it, and just been happy to be around everyone. So it's a weird ending, but it's bittersweet. I'd have to say going up to Plano and all the bus rides there and back, all the teammates and I get along really well. It's a good time whenever we're together, and just those long bus rides where we're all forced to be together in a small space and we mess around a lot, but it's a lot of fun. And then the people in Plano, they all love us, and it's fun. We go up there and we get treated like we're celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I'm looking into the ROTC programs in colleges, maybe ASU, Arizona State, and there's a chance I go play football at maybe Illinois Wesleyan. I'm keeping it up in the air right now, but most likely ROTC at ASU. I want to thank the coaches for putting up with all the shenanigans throughout the years, and also thank the coaches for sticking with me, and thank my parents for supporting me so much and getting me to practice every day and buying me all the necessary gear and all that stuff. And thank God for all my ability I have in the sport of basketball.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Thanks, Liam. It's enjoyed having you here at Notre Dame, and wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
So, folks, that was an interview done earlier this week with Mike Plunkett and Liam Donnelly, and what a fantastic young man.
He really is. I've known Liam since he was in 7th grade at St. Phil's, and when Liam talks about shenanigans, you know, Liam's always got that glint in that little thing in his eye. You're thinking, what is he up to next? And me, personally, as a teacher, I love it. I love having kids like that in class because it's fun, and I've had Liam in class a couple times. I just think it's a good time to have kids like that. You can laugh, you can enjoy, you can talk about a lot of things, and Liam's a smart young man. He knows what's going on around him, and I don't worry about Liam. I think he's going to do just fine in this world, as all these seniors will.
Well, folks, the Irish on a 12-2 run right now, and while we were enjoying the interview with Liam Donnelly, we had, right now we're seeing Joseph Williams at the line after he was fouled by number 3, Manny Jones. It's Jones's first foul, team's 4th. Williams will hit his first of 2 free throws here, extending the Irish lead to 7. But we did see another Tommy Graham performance here with another steal and a three-pointer. Tommy's having a day. Second free throw is good for Williams.
Tommy Graham is having a wonderful game. And
he is. Right now he's got 7 points here in this quarter, all part of this this now 14-2 run. And again, a lot of it is generated from this great pressure, this great defensive pressure that the Irish have.
And, you know, as we talk about Tommy, we got to make sure we mention Grandpa, Pat Sullivan, down at Kelleher's, and I'm sure he's watching this. I hope he is.
Why, I can tell you where he is watching
it.
Is he upstairs? If you look to your left.
Is he up there?
Yep.
Well, that's good. I'm glad he's here because I know he's been watching us some, and what a great guy he is. You talk about a Peoria legend. He's one of them.
So I'm not sure who that foul was on there. I didn't quite grab it, but we will get that stat at halftime. But number 3, Manny Jones, is at the line, and he hits his first free throw. Second free throw is off the mark, and rebound and putback is off the mark for number 24, Malcolm Morris. We got a lot of contact down under, and we're going back the other way. And that foul was on 24, Malcolm Jones.
Right after the Liam Donnelly interview, I got to say this. I got a text from Mr. Rob Kenny, who's one of our followers, and he mentioned that, talking about Liam Donnelly, said his heart is even bigger than his hair. And I thought that's a great line because that describes Liam. He does have a big heart. He's a great young man.
Love to hear it. Love to hear it. Dimmler kicks it out to Graham. Graham swings it to Johnson. Johnson swings it back out to LaHood. LaHood feeds Graham, and Graham with another basket in this quarter brings his total to 9 for the quarter. Tommy Graham having a nice quarter here. Extends the Irish lead to 9. And 3 balls up for number 10 off the mark. But I tell you, there's Malcolm Morris again in the lane.
Malcolm Morris is a load around the basket. He's good, he's active.
If you don't put a body on Malcolm Morris, he's going to do exactly that all day. He's got 10 points for the game. But here's Joseph Williams with a nice move inside. And I tell you, Joseph Williams has the ability to get to the basket, draw the foul.
Joseph Williams is a nice-looking young man. He's a good player.
So that foul was on number 12, Hudson Cody. That's his first, team 6. Joseph Williams will go to the line for the 3rd time tonight. First free throw is good for Williams. And number 14, Glenna Anyamari, will check in for Urbana. Second free throw is good for Williams.
Good move by the Irish. I think put some pressure, keep Urbana moving. You know they're going to be a little bit tired. They don't have a deep bench today. Hopefully wear them down over the course of the game. You don't see that call very often, but it was the right call.
But I tell you, that defense from Johnson just getting him uncomfortable enough that he needed to change directions, or actually that stutter step, but he palmed the ball too much and got called for the carry.
And again, just another Urbana so active with their hands.
Right.
they've got some players. You know, you look at some of these young kids they've got playing here. They're gonna be pretty good varsity players.
Three is good. Jake Johnson for 3, and he's on the board today.
Nice to see Jake get one to fall for him. I know he struggled a little bit from the three-point line last time out, and doing a nice job here.
And with Johnson's 3, the Irish lead by 12 with 2:45 left to go. Nice entry pass from number 3, Manny Jones, to 34. That was a nice pass into Zaylen Sanchez, and he was fouled by number 21, Lucas LaHood. I'm not sure Mr. LaHood agreed with that. Lucas felt that he had blocked it, but again, we all report to the men in stripes.
That's right. If they call the foul, it's a foul.
Wow, that.
And, you know, we've said this before. When the officials are from behind and the guy makes a block from behind, whether it's clean or not, generally you're going to get that foul called.
Right.
And that looked, I don't criticize the officials because I wouldn't want to be one. That looked pretty clean to me.
That looked like some strong defense. Williams with the ball and just tapped it with the other hand and put it back down on the ground. You're going to get called for double dribble, and that's exactly what happened there. So with 2:31 to be exact, left on the clock, Irish still hold a 12-point lead here in the second quarter. Again, another nice entry pass from number 3, Manny Jones, this time into 24, Malcolm Morris. And Malcolm Morris has 12 on the day.
It was just a good look by Jones.
Yeah.
Morris has been effective inside. Why not try to get the ball to him as often as you can?
LaHood kicks it out to Joseph Williams for 3, off the mark. Ball's tipped around. And Tommy Graham went down hard, and he looks hurt. That basket looked good. We got officials timeout right now. Tommy looks like he's in pain. That basket there was good by Kalena Anyamari. And with the coach on the floor, that will mean an automatic substitution for the Irish. And number 41, Martise Murphy, will check in. And while they attend to Tommy Graham, we will draw your attention, please, to this fantastic list of sponsors. They are, again, a wonderful group of people and companies who continually come through here at Notre Dame, whether it be for athletics and many other areas. And again, Tommy Graham is up and walking to the bench under the assistance of the trainer, and he's actually walking on his own. So
which is a good sign.
Yeah, he did fall hard, and we do hope that he'll be okay. I've known Tommy for several years, and he's about as tough as they come, if not tougher. And I suspect, knowing Tommy, he'll want to be back pretty soon. So we hope that he's okay, and we'll try to get a report on him at halftime to see how he's doing. So the Irish will inbound the ball. Teddy Dimmler to inbound. The Tigers are giving a little pressure. Ball comes into Jacob Johnson. Jake will bring it up. Anderson gets it into LaHood. LaHood to Murphy. Murphy slings it out past half court, and they'll get a backcourt violation. And it'll be Tigers ball right across, down from the scorer's table from where we are. Well, across from where we are.
Across from where we are.
Yeah. So ball goes across to number 10, Drew Johnson. Johnson dribbles around. Gets it into Morris. Morris gets it out, and 3-ball up, off the mark. That was a miss for number 3, Manny Jones, and here comes Jake Johnson. Johnson over to Dimmler. Dimmler looks to drive. Strong move for Dimmler. And he's called for travel. Looking at it here on the replay.
You know, after he did his little jump stop, he took that extra little step, I think.
Yeah, I think if
Mr.
he had
Barry,
gone
you
off a
agree with
2
that?
at once, I think they got him for 1-2 rather than the combined jump. I think they're calling Lucas LaHood here for a little push. I think LaHood might have lost his balance.
Yeah, I think that ball was just going to head out of bounds, and when Lucas lost his balance a little bit, he made some contact.
He was looking for some support here. So number 32, Elliot Lynch, will check in for the Irish, and number 21, Joel Colbrick, will come in for the shooter. And the shooter is number 34, Zaylin Sanchez, doing one in the bonus. The first free throw is no rim called on the shot, so Colbrick will come in for Sanchez. And with a minute left here in the second quarter, the Irish lead 32-24. Johnson will bring it up, gets it over to Dimmler. Anderson swings it. Johnson's got the ball. Gets it over to Anderson. Ball is lost. And here comes number 3, Manny Jones with it. Goes across. Johnson stolen it. And here comes Anderson. And he's fouled by number 10, True Johnson. That is Johnson's third. Team's 7th, and Scott Anderson will go to the line to shoot one and the bonus.
That's a big foul for Urbana with 30 seconds going to have a guy like Johnson pick up his third foul.
So again, Scott Anderson shooting 1-1 here. First free throw off the mark, just off the front of the rim. Anderson almost corralled it. And here comes Manny Jones. Gets trapped up top. Malcolm Morris with a strong move inside, but he's met by Martise Murphy. And Murphy with the rebound. Gets it to Johnson, back to Dimmler. We're at 10 seconds, just about 10 seconds left on the clock. Dimmler with the ball. Gets inside to Lynch. Lynch kicks it to Anderson. 4 seconds into Lynch. And he's hit hard on the wrist as he goes to shoot with 0.9 seconds left to go. Lynch will go to the line to shoot 2 shots. Foul was on number 3, Manny Jones, his second, team's 8th. Lynch gets a friendly roll, the home roll, and he'll get his first point of the game. Second free throw for Lynch is good. He knocks down both free throws. And that ball sails far beyond the basket, folks. And we'll go into halftime with the Irish leading 34-24 over the Tigers of Urbana. Coach, initial thoughts on the game?
Well, I was just thinking, as the half wore on, Coach Whalen's got to be happy. We had Dillon out for quite a few minutes. We had Woolsey out, and then when Tommy Graham got hurt, and yet what was a 4-point deficit at the end of the first quarter ends up being a 10-point halftime lead. So I think Coach Whalen's just going to be very, very happy with where we are right now. And on the flip side, Urbana's hanging in there. They've 7 players. Johnson with the foul trouble could be a little bit of an issue for them, but they're with the couple guys they have around the basket inside, they are really just a possession or two from cutting into this lead quite a bit. So we can't let up the gas at all. We got to keep going. But again, I think Coach Whalen is happy with the guys that came in off the bench and really did a nice job.
All right, folks, we'll take a minute here to enjoy the cheerleaders, and we'll be back in about 2 minutes.
Get the expert orthopedic care you need when you need it. Skip the ER and come to Midwest Ortho First. We're the area's only walk-in clinic for sprains, strains, and breaks. Midwest Ortho First at Midwest Orthopedic Center. Proud to be the viewer's choice.
All right, listen, right now is the time that we have to sign up and become part of the YouTube channels so that we can continue having these wonderful sports contests shown to us. Please sign up. I don't know if that's going to happen. All right, so I forgot two things on my video. One, here come the Irish. And then I also forgot, let's go!
Folks, we're back here for the second half of the Notre Dame Urbana Junior Varsity Boys Basketball game.
I've had one before.
And the Irish lead 34-24. It was a great first half. A little back and forth there. Urbana started to take a nice lead, but then the Irish went on that 14-2 run to kick things off in the second half, led by the fantastic performance here in the second quarter by Tommy Graham, who fell hard on his rear end there and got up slow.
Back.
But he said he feels fine. I talked to him at halftime. He says, yeah, it did hurt, but got up slow, but he feels fine now, and the starters are back on the court for both teams. So for the Irish, of course, we've got Dimmler, Johnson, Graham, Woolsey, and Anderson. I'm sorry, Dillon. We got a foul here to kick things off. I didn't catch. I think that was on Manny Jones.
It was.
Number
it was
3.
on Jones.
And we got
had a rebound by Graham on the putback. He's fouled, so Graham picks up right where he left off. See if we can keep the momentum. We had a 23-point second quarter. That's a lot of points in any game, particularly a sophomore game.
Outscored him 23-9 that quarter, and there's Graham just picking up right where he left off. Second free throw is off the mark for Graham. Rebound number 34, Jalen Sanchez. Sanchez with the ball, gets it back to number 3, Jones. And again, the Tigers have Jones, Sanchez, Malcolm Morris, Kalena Anyamari, and True Johnson on the court. Nice move inside there for Morris. It's off the mark. He's frustrated. Tommy Graham with the rebound. And they get it up to Dillon. Dillon to Dimmler. Dimmler with a nice move inside. It's off the mark. And fantastic hustle by Dimmler underneath. And we'll get a jump ball, and we'll go back to the Tigers. Nice representation there from Dimmler, how to follow your shot.
And he made a very, very strong move. It just didn't fall, but that's the kind of move coaches love to see you make. Strong to the basket.
Oh, nice move inside there from Malcolm Morris, and he will get fouled. And he'll go to line to try to complete the three-point play. That foul was on number 23, Owen Dillon. That's his third, team's first here in the second half. Again, Morris just a force to be reckoned with inside. And right away, with that being Dillon's third, Joseph Williams will come in and give Dillon a rest.
Yeah, according to my records, Morris has 15 out of their 27 points.
He absolutely does.
And if we can keep this lead and coach be comfortable keeping Dillon out, but I could imagine if things get a little closer, he may bring him back in and take a chance with him at 3 fouls.
Right.
Just sometimes have to trust your players. They're not going to get that fourth one. With the same situation Urbana's in with True Johnson, who's on the floor right now with 3.
Right. And sometimes you have to play.
You do.
Yeah.
If you set him out and the game's getting away from you, you're no better off than trying to protect the guy from getting that 4th foul.
So the ball goes to Dimmler. Dimmler with the fake, drives, kicks it out to Williams. Joseph Williams drives, pulls it back out, spins back, gets it to Graham. Graham kicks it out to Woolsey. Woolsey to Johnson. Johnson to Dimmler. Dimmler back to Williams. Williams over to Woolsey to Johnson. Great ball movement here for the Irish, just showing patience. And the Dimmler in the lane, it's off the mark. A nice rebound there for number 10. That's True Johnson. And they skip past it across to Manny Jones, and his three-pointer's off the mark, and there's Williams with a nice rebound. Here comes Woolsey back the other way. The layup is off the mark, and there's Tommy Graham with another rebound. Gets it out to Williams. Williams kicks it to Johnson. Woolsey back inside. Nice pass to Williams. Johnson and Williams goes out to Jacob Johnson. We got a held ball. It will be jump ball. Stay with the Irish. You know, some days I wish the Irish weren't so good at passing. It just makes it kind of tough.
Trying to keep up with it is
right.
They do move the ball.
Three ball's good. Jacob Johnson for 3. That's his second 3 on the night, folks. So Jones with the ball. A strong screen. Jones holds it. He goes for 3. It's off the mark. Nice tip there from Johnson to get it over to Woolsey, and Woolsey gets it back to Johnson. Johnson driving, goes up strong. Shots off the mark. Williams tips it on the rebound, and out of bounds it goes. And it looks like number 12, Hudson Cody, will return for the Tigers. Nanya Mary gets it over to Jones. Jones gets it to Morris. Morris back to Jones. Ball's into Sanchez. Sanchez strong, and he gets fouled. I believe it's going to be on Joseph Williams. Sanchez will go to line, shoot 2 shots. Let's see who this foul is on. And yes, it will be on Joseph Williams' 3rd foul, team's 2nd. And we're going to get Sanchez is going to shoot 2 fouls after this media timeout. And again, folks, we've mentioned before, and as we go into our third quarter media timeout, today is senior night, or tonight is senior night. And we've been featuring on each of our timeouts here, on our media timeouts, one of our seniors. And now it's my pleasure to introduce Mike Plunkett's interview with senior basketball player Matt Williams.
It's pretty sad that's ending, but all the times and all the memories we made over the past years have just been a joy to have, and I'll always remember them, just all the road trips and stuff. I'd say probably going to Plano. Those were probably like the most fun bus rides we've had. It was just fun, like talking the whole way there and then talking the whole way back, and going to Plano, all those people like loved us there, and it was pretty fun to play there. I just say to continue working hard. Always try to better yourself, because there's always going to be someone out there working hard. So if you dedicate yourself to getting better, you'll see results probably. I plan to play basketball. I'm not sure where yet, and I want to study civil engineering.
Okay. You going to look at a basketball first, or the civil engineering, and hopefully you can play basketball there? Or is it?
Yeah, I've been trying to find a school that I can play basketball at that has civil engineering. It's kind of hard to find.
Yeah, you want to make it work on both ends. So.
Yeah. I want to thank my mom and dad, and then all the coaches that have helped me throughout the years.
All right. Well, Matt, it's been a pleasure watching you play. Your improvement's been unbelievable over the years. So congratulations and continued success.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And there's senior Matt Williams, interviewed earlier this week by my partner, Mike Plunkett. And again, just a fantastic leader for all of these young men. There's a 3 from Teddy Dimler. His second 3 on the night. And again, nice defense there from the Irish, forcing the turnover. He'll come back the other way. But again, Teddy Dimler, a threat, attacking the hoop, or out on the perimeter all day long.
The freshmen we've got playing in this game, and we've got 2 freshmen playing all varsity. There's some good players. Coach Locker's got to be very excited about what's coming.
The future is strong here. And again, as we feature these seniors tonight, all of which are talented, we got a travel violation on number 24, Malcolm Morris. As we feature these seniors, and all of which very, very talented and incredible leaders, the future is very strong.
It is. I mean, the present is pretty good. I guess you can't anticipate down the road, because, as we all know from what happened last year, nothing's guaranteed. So take advantage of what you have right now.
Ball out to Johnson. Johnson drives. Floater is up and good. Jake Johnson for 2. And with that, the Irish extend their lead to 15. We're under 4 minutes to go here. And we're going to get a jump ball. It'll go to the Tigers. And the Irish have turned up the defense here a little bit here midway through the third quarter. We're at just 3:48. in the third quarter, 43-28, Notre Dame over Urbana.
This has been a great team effort defensively. You know, we were commenting all the different passes on offense. Everybody's touching the ball almost every possession. It's just some guys are going to score a little bit more because of the ball lands in their hands in positions they could score, but everybody has contributed to this game so far.
I think we may have a technical foul on the floor. Oh, no.
Manny Jones
just gets called for.
It was a technical.
They did
tee him because we got Jacob Johnson shooting a couple free throws. Not sure what happened. I would imagine he just said something he shouldn't have said. Nothing that we could really notice on the floor.
And then probably, I'm inclined to be happy that we didn't notice it here. But, I think that with the intensity happening right now from the Irish, I think there's maybe some frustration on the Urbana side of the court, and that'll happen. But the referee didn't like what transpired, and subsequently a technical. So when we come back from this timeout, Jake Johnson will be at the line, I believe, to shoot 2 free throws, and then back to play. So, ladies and gentlemen, later tonight we will have the varsity teams for both of these schools playing. Last night, the Irish had their first loss of the season at Peoria High. Tough loss. They came out a little bit different than they normally do, a little bit slower, fought back beautifully, and just fell 4 points short. And I believe it was a 48-44 loss for the Irish. But I just talking to them and seeing them this evening, they're hungry to get back on the court.
And a couple things. One is Peoria High is not an easy team to play against, and it's not an easy place to play. Last year we won the game, but it was in overtime.
Right.
And then it's just kind of ironic that the last time our boys lost a game was at Urbana in December of 2019. And after our first loss this year, we're playing Urbana tonight. So.
Right. So we're going to get an offensive push on Jake Johnson here. That's his first, team's third. Johnson trying to create some separation here on the inbounds play, and they're saying that he shoved off on the inbounds. Scott Anderson has checked in for the Irish. Lucas LaHood's in. We've got Dimmler, Jake Johnson, number 20, Tommy Graham. And there's that defense working great. And a great steal from Teddy Dimmler getting on the floor, gets it out to Graham. Graham to LaHood, LaHood to Johnson. Johnson looks to drive, kicks it out to Dimmler. Dimmler for 3, out of bounds. No, not out of bounds, it just rimmed out. Nice rebound for Morris. Morris gets it up to number 10, Johnson. Johnson driving, and that's True Johnson. And that ball is almost stolen. Morris was able to hold on to it and get it back to True Johnson. True Johnson looks to drive, dribbles out, jumper. Off the mark, nice rebound for Tommy Graham. A familiar phrase here, and there's Jake Johnson up to Teddy Dimmler. Teddy Dimmler up and good. Teddy Dimmler with 10 on the game, having a very, very good game. And again, there's the Irish back on the floor, another steal. And there, it was a great transition right there for the Irish, and just not able to make this happen here. There's Dimmler's great putback. Well, not putback, nice little layup. And again, he's another one who's just able to put the ball in the hoop with great contact. Charlie Woolsey and Martise Murphy have both checked in for the Irish. And Urbana coach is taking a timeout here, a full timeout. So, folks, we'll just talk a little bit more about tonight. Normally, we would be packed on a Saturday night here, and we're excited that even with social distancing, we are going to have a little crowd on campus tonight, just not in the gym. They will be in the school commons. We're welcoming just the seniors here, and it'll be nice to have them in the building Unfortunately, they will be not in the gym, and that's per protocol, and they're handling it the right way. But they'll be in the commons, socially distanced, watching their senior friends play basketball. Their senior friends lead the cheers, and their senior friends dancing at halftime. But we're looking forward to the senior night and the rest of the seniors who are participating up in the commons. It should be a nice night.
Should be, and I think we've learned that senior members of the band are going to be playing a little bit for us tonight as well.
Oh, that's fantastic news. I did not know that, but what a treat to have them here as well.
So it's fun to have this night, senior night, in this gym on a Saturday night conference game.
So I think Martise Murphy is going to get called for a push in the back here, and I think he was just looking to poke the ball and might have. But Murphy gets called for one, his first, team's fourth. And there's Murphy again, hustling after the ball, recovers. Ball comes in to Malcolm Morris, gets it out to Anya Mary inside to 34, and the ball is stripped by LaHood. They go up fast to Woolsey, and Woolsey's good for two. Nice work by the Irish again, and with that Woolsey basket, the Irish extend their lead to 21. Almost had a steal there for Johnson. Ball goes inside, and Morris goes up, and he is fouled by Murphy. Murphy just coming down a little too hard here. You can see him on the replay. Murphy's second foul will be the team's fifth, and number 34, Zaylin Sanchez, will shoot two shots. Sanchez's first free throw is good. And number 30, Corey Sevier, and number 32, Elliot Lynch, will check back in for Notre Dame. Sanchez's second rebounds off the mark. And number 21, Joel Colbert, will check back in for Urbana. Jump shots off the mark for number 3. Nice hustle there by both teams. It goes off the Tigers, and we'll swing back the Irish way. A little pressure from Anya Mary on the inbounds. Johnson will bring it up. Johnson looks to drive, kicks it out to Lynch. And Lynch will get called for travel. And here come the Tigers back the other way. Woolsey up on the ball. Oh, and fantastic work from Woolsey. If we can get that replay here. Look at this. He tips it, scoops it back, and hits number 3, Manny Jones. Once again, seeing Woolsey's athleticism on the court is fantastic to watch.
And when you've got the ball and Woolsey, any of our kids are guarding you, you can't relax for a second.
Right.
They're just relentless. See Christian Zeller's in there.
Yes, Christian Zeller's checked in. Woolsey with a nice feed inside to number 30, Corey Sevier, getting his first bucket of the game. Woolsey with a great look inside. So Malcolm Morris goes strong, and Lynch will get called for the foul. That'll be Lynch's first. Team's 6, and Morris will go to line to shoot 2 fouls. And again, we'll say this as we've said it many times, you need to go straight up on the block.
And Morris made it tough because he was going strong to the basket.
Right.
He made a very strong move. That's hard to defend. It takes a little experience to learn how to do that.
Second free throw's off. Christian Zeller with a nice rebound, gets it out to Lynch. Lynch gets it to Woolsey. Nice spin move by Woolsey, skips it out to Zeller. Zeller's shots up, off the mark. Morris with a nice rebound. Final 25 seconds left here in the quarter. Oh, and Sevier looked to take a charge, but no, they're going to call the basket good for Morris.
Yeah, that's one of those, if we had the arch in the lane like they do in the college, that would have probably been considered a block from where he was. So it's
Lynch for
usually gonna be
three.
a no call.
Basket's good. Three-pointer good for Elliott Lynch to end the quarter. And at the end of three, it's the Irish leading 53-31 over the Tigers of Urbana. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a moment here to once again see the fantastic work of our Notre Dame cheerleaders.
1, 2, 3, 4. Irish, let's start the show. Tell it everyone, here we go. PND. PND. Irish, the best by far. Tell it how you know who we are. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. PND.
And 12, Donna Tabor, all in together.
Now, I'm pretty confident you taught him that flip.
Yeah, it's been a while, but I do recall that moment that happened, and we should remark that Mrs. Dawson is not here tonight. I think did she have a daughter get married this weekend?
That could be.
I think is what happened. So Mrs. Joseph, or Jokish, I'm sorry, her maiden name was Joseph, so I'm going back that long ago. Mrs. Jokish is filling in for Mrs. Dawson, but I do see a cardboard cut-up of Mrs. Dawson sitting over there. Can you see that?
Yeah,
So
I think that'll come out eventually.
Yeah,
so we have. I tell you, this is fantastic. Number 12, Dominic Taylor, is on the court for the Irish, and Dom has been out for several weeks dealing with some health issues. To see him on the floor right now is absolutely fantastic. Dom Taylor is an incredible athlete, and to see him on the floor right now gives me a lift right now like none other. He's an incredible sophomore leader. He's been at every practice, every game, despite not being suited up. Seeing Dom here right now is something else. And that's a great move from Jacob Johnson through the lane, not only getting to the basket, but drawing the foul.
And speaking of Dominic, not a better family in the world
right.
than the Taylors, and Dominic's just another line of great group of kids from that family. Had the pleasure of coaching Bridget for a few years here at Notre Dame, and she's just a wonderful young lady.
Number 24, Malcolm Morris, is checked back in for the Tigers. Free throw is good for Jake Johnson, completes that three-point play, and that extends the lead for the Irish to 26. Long shot for number 12 was off the mark, and I believe Owen Dillon's going to get called for a push in the back here. Number 23, Owen Dillon, picks up his fourth foul, team seventh. And with that, we're going to have a one-and-one shots coming up.
Owen's had a couple tough calls go against him tonight.
Right.
So sometimes you get those games, and no matter what you do, you get caught doing something. And
number 24, Malcolm Morris, will go to the line shooting 1-and-1.
Morris has had a nice night. Very good player.
And number 14, Joseph Williams, has checked in for the Irish. Nice rebound for Dimmler. Murphy with the ball, kicks it back out to Dillon. Dillon swings it to Taylor. Taylor gets it to Dimmler. Dimmler with a nice move through the lane, off the mark. Fighting for it, but no, Morris comes up with it. Ball gets down in the corner to number 12. And that shot was off the mark for Cody. And we got a 30-second timeout called by Coach Whalen of the Irish.
2:30. Their first.
I think that's the first timeout called by Notre Dame, and when you have a 26-point lead, that'll happen. There's that nice play again from Woolsey getting it into to Sevier. That was just a nice move. Here's that three-pointer for Elliott Lynch. Boy, would I like to take credit for that, but that is nothing that I taught him, I'll tell you that much. So 30-second timeout for the Irish. They'll come out with Taylor, Dimmler, Murphy, Williams, and Dillon.
We can go pretty deep on our bench, and we've got really good players
Mike,
all the way up and
it's fantastic
down.
you just said that. I almost just said, naming off those names, they keep putting in talent.
That's right. There's not much of a drop-off, even though we've got some really outstanding players. But these guys that come in and know their roles and play their role do a great job.
A nice feed from Dimmler inside to Murphy, and Murphy is on the board. Nice play for the Irish right there. Beautiful
Executed
finish.
perfectly. And a steal
There's
coming up
Murphy
here.
mixing it up inside, gets the steal. The layup is missed, but there's Joseph Williams to put it back.
We should be getting a running clock, I think, the rest of the night now, so this sophomore game will go by pretty quickly.
Sophomores needed this game. Jump shots off the mark. Murphy with a strong rebound. He'll get it out to Dillon, and here comes Dillon back the other way.
Martise has given us some nice minutes tonight. Playing against a good player. We've talked about Morris and how skilled he is.
Williams for three, off the mark. But there he is getting his own rebound, goes up strong and draws the foul. That foul's going to be on number 14, Kalena Anyamari.
Foul's on 14. Kalena Anyamari, his fourth. Team 6.
That's Anyamari's fourth and the team's sixth. And here's Joseph Williams to shoot 2 shots. First one is good for Williams. And we've got Christian Zeller and Scott Anderson checking in for the Irish. Second free throw is good for Williams. And Corey Sevier will check in for the Irish, giving Williams a break. And that's I'll tell you right now that Williams had a great game today.
I was just thinking that everybody who's played in this game tonight has contributed in some way, whether it's a rebound, a good defensive play, scoring some points, whatever it may be.
Dom Taylor brings up the ball for the Irish. Gets it to Scott Anderson. Scott Anderson goes strong to the hoop. Nice fake and draws the foul. Great play by Scott Anderson.
We said this early in the year. He's a good player. He does a lot of nice things, shoots the ball well. He's got a kind of a knack for getting the ball in the basket.
Right.
He's a scorer.
Anderson with an opportunity to complete the three-point play, and he does. And with that, number 21, Joel Colbrick, will check back in for the Tigers. So here comes Manny Jones with the ball. Looks for the screen. Doesn't get it. We're at 4 minutes left here. Clock is running. The ball is stolen. Anderson dribbles up. Pass is thrown away. Jones down to number 21, Joel Colebrook, and he gets called for double dribble.
And again, one thing that won't happen is our kids will not let up at all on defense, no matter who's in the game. We're going to play hard.
And folks, we're going to go into our fourth quarter media timeout. And again, senior night here at Notre Dame, and we've been featuring each of our 4 basketball players, seniors, in each of these media timeouts. Our fourth this evening, senior captain, Noah Reynolds. Here he is.
Well, senior night's always a really fun night. I can recall back to my freshman and underclassmen years of watching all the guys before me go out, and it's always like a fun time. You kind of memorize all the guys and all their hard work that they put in for the past 4 years. So it's exciting, you know, to be recognized for that. Ooh, there's a lot of them. My favorite would probably be some of those Plano tournaments. Going up to Plano, those people up there are really nice people. They really love Notre Dame basketball, and they kind of embraced us over the past 4 years. So that tournament's always a good time, and those road trips up there and coming back are some of the better memories I have. I mean, I think the amount of work that you can put in a month's time is very underestimated. I think, like I said, the players underestimate how much better that you can get just by getting 1% better every day. So really, being your biggest critic and pushing yourself, because the people here are going to give you the tools that you need to succeed. There's nothing that's lacking here as far as outreach or things of that nature, but really just focusing on yourself and bettering yourself every day. Right now, I'm trying to limit my options in schools, slimming the list down, and really just trying to build relationships with coaches so that I know what spot is going to be right for me.
The recruiting process has been a little bit different this year with the pandemic, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. It's been challenging. I haven't really got the looks I've wanted, but slowly my recruitment has picked up. So I'm just being patient and letting what comes to me come, and hopefully I'll end up at the right spot.
And somebody's going to get a steal, in my opinion, but I'm biased.
No, I mean my mom works really hard so that I can come here, but that's really it.
Okay.
I appreciate her.
Well, no, we appreciate everything you've done for 4 years. We wish you best of luck.
Thank you. Thanks.
Folks, we're back to action. That was senior Noah Reynolds and captain of the varsity team. Again, and there's a nice pass from Elliot Lynch down into Martise Murphy. Murphy gets his second basket of the game. While we were listening to Noah, we got a couple of baskets. Lynch with a nice jumper, and then with the feed to Murphy. Murphy with a nice bucket. Lynch with the rebound. We're under a minute. Irish lead 70-35. As we think about these seniors here, Mike, they're going to be missed. They're going to be missed.
In a lot of ways, missed in the hallways, missed in the classroom, and definitely missed on the basketball floor. Yeah.
Murphy with a strong rebound and good with the putback.
Nice to see Martise get rewarded for his hard work tonight.
Right.
He's given us some good minutes tonight. Another nice young man.
Right.
I really enjoyed Martise.
He's a fantastic. Nice rebound for Lynch with a big rebound. And he gets hit.
Not sure we'll get these free throws in.
No, I think they're going to wave it off, as they should. And folks, that'll end the game here. Notre Dame 72, Urbana 35. A fantastic game for the JV after a tough couple of games. This was a nice game for them to come back, and they really put it together.
And, you know, we talked about this earlier, and keep saying it again, just a complete team effort. Defensively, the team effort. We just have so many interchangeable parts on our team that guys can play all different positions. A lot of guys are ball handlers. A lot of guys are very active on defense. Just so many positive things you see defensively we do, but then it translated to the offensive end tonight. We had, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different guys score for us tonight.
That's a coach's dream right there.
That's perfect when you can have a game like that. And some of the guys that didn't score, you know, I look at a And a Lucas LaHood, for example, didn't score. Didn't matter. He still contributed to the win.
Absolutely.
You know, Charlie Woolsey only had 4 points for the night, and Charlie was as valuable as anybody on the floor. Christian Zeller gave us good minutes out here tonight. And like you said, it was great to see Dom Taylor finally get some action on the floor tonight. So all around, great team effort, and that's exactly what you want to see in so many different ways.
Now for Urbana, a fantastic team that they brought here. Just, I think they're still figuring out 7 guys, and when you're putting 7 guys up against I think 15 from Notre Dame, a team that loves to run, that gives incredible pressure and defense, you're going to run out of gas.
Yeah, and you know, we looked at this roster and we're talking to the coaches before the game, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4 different players that we scratched off whose names were on that roster that got sent to us. So, you know, it's always changing, whether it be COVID things, any number of things could be a factor into who's playing and who's not. So they certainly gave us a good effort tonight, and there's a couple pretty promising players on that team, and I really, really like Malcolm Morse. 6'4", freshman, left-handed, good around the basket.
Strong player down
That's
that
right.
side. He had 17 tonight, if my numbers are correct.
That's what I had for him as well.
And then for the rest of them, Zaylon Sanchez, another strong big for them on the inside, had 6. Manny Jones, a fantastic guard, had 6. And then True Johnson, Hudson Cody, and Kalena Anyamari each had 2. On the other side, and we may have to cut this short because today is senior night. And as we talk about senior night here at Notre Dame, it's a great tradition, certainly here in the winter, where we honor the senior basketball players, the senior dance team members, and our senior cheerleaders. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Cummings on the loudspeaker to share with you our senior members.
Many of whom have been participating in games during all 4 years of their high school career. First, we'll recognize the seniors for the basketball team.